Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 15th of September. One friendship or association can really show signs of getting much deeper and more stable in your situation. And it can be something that gives you an enormous sense of satisfaction. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to lead to a romantic involvement. And in fact, if it does, by the end of this week, it might set up a certain amount of challenges or complicate things. But if you want to draw closer to one group of people, or there is one individual that you're really chiming with, the planets this week can give you an opportunity to really feel in concert with them. And that's something that's not always easy to find in life. But the complication is even greater because not only is Mars going to be squaring up with Neptune in the last few days of this week, there is a quarter moon on Tuesday which suggests around one friendship situation things could be a bit murky. Maybe it's possible that there is some jealousy swirling around. But if you have got one person that you really click with, and this is growing, well, all the other irritations can just seem to fade away into the background, because such can be the connection between you. And when you do feel that sense of connection, that's when you really open up. You drop your defense systems, and then you can be such a warm and giving person. And that's the opportunity that the planets are setting up for you this week. Now, in a romantic context, if you are lucky enough to be with a partner where you share similar interests, or you have friends in the same circle, that can be something you can celebrate too. But with Mars having moved and Mars being your ruler at the end of last week, anything to do with finances can also engage you. And the angle between Mars and Neptune at the end of this week just suggests that if you do get a sudden impulse, a must have it now impulse, that if you can just try to hold off on that until the end of next week, I do think it will be a good thing. Otherwise, you could spend some money on something that ultimately you don't really need. But when it comes to your professional situation, there is the chance to earn more money, to make progress, but it may not come about in the way that you're expecting. It may also be doing something completely different from what you've done before that an opportunity arises. So staying open-minded is very important. And because you are a fixed sign, knowing what you know gives you a sense of security, and stepping outside of that isn't always easy for you. But remember, Uranus is actually exalted in your sign, so in this angle with Jupiter, especially when it comes to anything to do with technology, just give it a whirl. You may actually be surprised by how much you can embrace something that's different and actually go on to really enjoy it. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.